this video, I'm talking about a new way to network. Now, I want to tell you guys a story. Today, I was on a hike here in Medellin at an event designed for seven-figure entrepreneurs. And one of the people I met on this hike told me about a way she's networked her way to success, now earning 7 figures bottom line profit. And this is something that caused me to pause. So what she told me is that she's paid people $20,000 to spend a couple of days living with them. And I was like, whoa. You pay people $20,000 to live with them. And she said, yeah, I've done this multiple times. And this is something I'd never heard of before. So I asked her more. I said, well, what do you mean? Like, you just approach people and pay them $20,000 and you live with them? Like, isn't that a bit weird? Like, what's going on with that? And she said, well, no. So she would bring a member of her team. So it's not weird. And these people are super wealthy. So they all have like 5 or 6 bedroom places, penthouses, whatever that they live in. And she said, you know, a lot of these people have never been pitched something like this before. And to them, even though $20,000 isn't necessarily that much money, it's a cool and new experience for the person as well. And oftentimes they'll say, sure, why not? You can shadow me in my workday in my life for 48 hours. I'll take your $20,000 and we'll call it a day. And what's interesting is that people that she approaches in this way over-deliver on their results, over-deliver on the energy that they give her in helping her build her business. And it makes sense. Imagine if someone told you they'll pay you $20,000 to shadow you for 48 hours. You're going to enjoy the uniqueness of that experience and try to give that person as much value as you possibly can. So really, it's almost like paying $20,000 to have 48 hours of undivided attention from an extremely high-level person. Now, these people that she approached are likely people that would charge a minimum of $1,000 an hour, if not more, for their time if it was a structured one-on-one consulting call. And how this relates is if you guys have been watching my content, I've been talking about how courses in 2024 are not that great. Masterminds in 2024 are not that great. All the formalized courses and masterminds from gurus with hundreds of thousands or multiple millions of followers are not that valuable anymore because they're talking about saturated market opportunities. Now, I'm not saying they're terrible, but you can't expect to just sign up for one of these courses and then achieve success and make 10K a month within a couple of months. It just doesn't work that way. And I've been talking about for months now that people need to get more creative with how they learn, how they network, with who they learn from. And I've said time and time again, you need to find people who have the business that you want to have and get advice from them. Find a way to give them value in exchange for them helping you out and giving you value. Personally, I'm in a private small group of agency owners. We meet every 2 weeks, and that's exactly what I get from those guys. Now, what's interesting is something that I hadn't thought about is, okay, what if there's someone you really want to learn from, but there's no obvious way you can give them value and get their time? What if you just emailed them and offered them a large sum of money to spend some time with them and shadow them in their life and their work and really see how they operate and really see how high performers truly operate? And something that my friend from the hike today was saying is that she noticed that these highly successful people almost have this reality distortion field around them. Like, reality kind of bends to their will, and it almost happens subconsciously. It's not like they're doing anything on purpose. It's just because of the gravity they've built around themselves and their success. In other ways, life lines up for them. And I think that experiencing this energy and seeing how this highly successful person navigates and lives life is an invaluable experience for someone who is building their business, ascending through their journey of realizing their full potential in life and in finances. And beyond the learning, you would make a connection with that person as someone in your network that you could leverage going forward for introductions, for follow-up advice, etc. And it doesn't have to be $20,000. You know, she was paying $20,000 because she was approaching, 8-figure earners. If you wanted to approach someone that had a 6-figure business or a 7-figure business, you might be able to offer them $5,000 to shadow them for 24 hours. And a lot of them would probably say yes. And the amount you would learn in those 24 hours is far and above any mastermind you could buy for that same amount of money, because the people selling courses and masterminds are a small cohort of all successful people that have decided to monetize teaching others how to be successful. That's like 5% of successful people. The other 95% who just are successful and don't have a formalized coaching or mastermind offer are often better at their business than the gurus are, because the 95% that aren't teaching it and talking about it publicly are just putting all their energy into building the best business they can. So for you to be able to spend a day or 2 days with that type of person, you're going to actually learn higher level skills, knowledge, mindsets than you would from the formalized paid mastermind anyway. So the purpose of this video is I want this to be motivation to help people think creatively about how to learn how to network. And if I had to summarize it, do whatever you can to get in front of the person who is where you want to be in 5 years. Full stop, period. Let me know in the comments below if this resonates with you, what kind of networking experience you've had that worked and hadn't worked. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.